You already know you're getting ripped off at the grocery store, but do you know by how much? A new investigation from Consumer Reports and The Guardian found that Kroger stores are systematically and knowingly overcharging shoppers on sale items. Now, the scheme is very simple. An item is listed as for sale, but when the customer goes to check out, they pay full price. In a secret study of over 26 stores across 14 different states, they found an average markup of 18%. Kroger profits from these mistakes, which is why even when these issues have been raised to Kroger corporate over and over again, it hasn't been fixed. But these price discrepancies are most often the result of chronic understaffing in stores, an issue that unionized grocery workers are fighting right now to fix. In fact, the connection between overcharging customers and understaffing stores is so obvious that after this report was released, Kroger announced on May 29th that they would be hiring an additional 15,000 employees to enhance the customer experience. Kroger workers nationwide have also said that ever since this report came out on May 14th, managers have directed workers to do a price tag overhaul. For years since the pandemic, Kroger has been attempting to boost corporate profits by cutting labor costs through understaffing. This has created outrageously long lines for customers, but it's also put many Kroger workers on the verge of poverty. In 2022, almost 80% of Kroger workers reported some degree of food insecurity. Meanwhile, Kroger CEO Rodney McMullen was making 502 times the median Kroger worker salary in 2023. But now over 130,000 unionized grocery workers at Kroger and Albertsons owned stores are bargaining new union contracts. Over 10,000 of them already went on strike against Kroger-owned company King Soopers in Colorado in February of this year. But despite nearly 2 weeks on strike in Colorado and an escalating strike threat in Southern California and Washington state simultaneously, the company is still committed to understaffing. Kroger's workforce has gotten smaller and smaller over time, dropping from 465,000 in 2021 to just 409,000 in 2025. The Consumer Reports investigation found that most customers don't notice the price discrepancies and end up paying full price. But some customers get frustrated and have started taking their anger out on workers. Assaults at grocery stores have been skyrocketing since the pandemic, and workers at understaffed stores report significantly higher rates of bullying and disrespect. Now that the Trump administration has taken over most of the pathways we had for consumer protections, like the FTC, unions are truly the only thing standing between consumers and fully unleashed grocery greed. And that's why it's important now more than ever to stand with grocery workers while they're fighting for fair union contracts, because they're not just fighting for their own working conditions, they're fighting for all of us.